Another live challenger commentary from a skill-capped expert. This guide comes from our website, skillcap.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches, teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. There's 14 brand new commentaries added each week, and a site-exclusive feature where our challenger experts will answer any and all questions that you have. All of this and so much more can be unlocked at our website, skillcap.com, so click the link in the description below, head to skillcap.com, and get the rank you've always wanted.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Skillcap Smurf Commentaries. My name is Evnus, I'm Challenger 80 Carry, and in this game we're playing Vayne and Gold Elo. We're going to be playing with a Poppy support versus Ezreal with a Lulu support. This is actually really good for us because Ezreal is a safer champion in the game. He can't really pressure as hard, especially if he isn't given an aggressive support pick. He's given an enchanter support, so we might be able to get the ideal scenario in which we just play to farm. That's exactly what we're going to want because we will outscale Ezreal pretty damn hard. He's also running inspiration, so he won't have Gathering Storm or anything like that. We're also playing with Nunu jungle versus Shaco jungle. Generally how this matchup goes is Shaco's going to try and cheese ganks mostly either in bot lane or mid lane. And Nunu is also a bot-centric champion, so Shaco might just select to play topside in that case. Otherwise, it might be a 3-on-3 brawl bot side repeatedly. We'll have to get ready for that, basically make sure we are healthy for those type of scenarios. We also want to make sure we get some form of lane priority because helping Nunu get scuttle control will be really helpful in letting him play for snowballs to gank either mid lane or bot lane. And also would be really helpful for him to
What up? Hello chat. Hello. Today we're gonna learn from Skillcap. Let's go. Let's learn from Skillcap, guys.
Pretty early because of his
Let's go.
6 seconds smite.
Hope y'all doing good tonight.
So Ezreal's gonna get in the lane first.
I'm gonna watch this.
And Lulu's already looking to try and poke me. Not really gonna be too concerned with wrestling control of this lane, especially after Poppy takes that Ezreal Q. They're gonna hit level 2 first because of the state of the wave. So we could just sit and relax pretty much. Wait for the wave to reach us. We don't want it to hit tower because we want to be able to actually hit the CS. And if the wave hits the tower, it's just a lot harder, especially this early on, to CS under towers. So pretty much going to want to keep the wave away from the tower. And not much we can do here because Poppy is not in a healthy HP state and isn't in an angle where she can just go in on them. So we're just gonna sit tight, hopefully land as many CS as we can. And this third wave is the first wave in which we can play aggressively, especially if we hit level 3 first, which will get achieved based on the first 3 melees.
We're doing some Skillcap learning today.
Make sure this
Boom.
goes through.
I gotta see that again. I gotta see that again, bro.
In a healthy HP state and
What up, guys?
isn't in an angle where she
What's
can
up?
just go in on them.
Sup?
So
I'm
tight.
back.
Hopefully
What
land
up?
as
We're
many
gonna
CS as
smoke,
we can.
motherfucker. Let's go.
And
Bro,
this third wave is
let's
the
watch
first wave in which
how
we
this
can
pro
play
from
aggressively,
Skillcap does it.
especially if we hit level 3 first.
Let's see.
We will get achieved
Let's see.
based on the first 3 melees. Let's go flash forward, make sure this kill goes through. Gonna condemn him. Wanted to condemn him backwards, but he did press E pretty early, so we didn't get to get the condemn off. I'm pretty sure I just was a little bit slow on that one. But generally that's what you should be looking for in that scenario. Right now the wave is slow pushing for us, and we want to make sure this wave will continue slow pushing.
Guys, I ordered some candies.
Okay, so we can't
Order
really
some
do anything
candies.
about that.
Potluck.
Just gonna make sure
Got
this
some
wave
candies.
slow pushes. We're gonna go ward to
I
make
got
sure
some
we're not
sick
gonna get
loud.
ganked on this slow push.
Sick loud.
Pop a potion because we need to make sure this wave will crash.
Ooh.
Alright,
Okay.
so very
Okay.
unfortunate there. I really didn't want Poppy to go in because we could just play off my potion HP
No, I'm watching skill cap,
and slow
learning.
push the wave in, but Poppy
Doing
got
some learn. I'm doing some learning on stream, watching some skill
and
cap.
just decided to Ian.
I will go to the store later.
Basically
In
forced
like
the
probably
couldn't help out with that.
30 minutes.
I already used heal in the previous fight, so
Yeah, it's really good.
got stuck in
C'est
a
des
bad
biscuits au
position
lait,
because of
c'est
that,
bon.
but that's gonna be a-okay. Happens sometimes.
Des bons petits biscuits au lait au beurre.
Getting baited. It's gonna put me slightly behind, but nothing too big that I can't handle myself. So Lulu there, playing pretty carelessly, allows me to get basically the entire gold lead I lost back. If you see your enemy laners not respecting you coming back to lane, you can basically just chase them down, especially if they have no dash, because Lulu would not be faster than me with my passive, which gives me move speed towards enemies, if she had no mana, and I'm pretty sure she had no mana in that scenario. So I was pretty much able to run her down. If she does decide to hit me, the entire wave is going to turn on her, so I'm not necessarily worried. Making sure the wave crashes, they're not going to hold the freeze, and then we'll channel our recall here. And if they start walking up here, we'll know that this is warded, so we can tell this isn't warded, so we can just continue our base. Going for boots first because I really like having the move speed.
My friend, that's why every day you have to play your champion. You know what I mean? You have to play your champion every day, bro. On the last day, on the 365th day, when you're gonna show up on stream, you'll be a monster, bro. I'm telling you. You'll be a monster.
Just have the attack speed to proc your W as often
You'll be
as
a
possible.
monster. Maybe another week and it's gonna be a year I play this champion. Insane. So fun, bro. She's fun. Also, if you have a good
in a freeze.
if you have like a good support, I don't know.
Not in a freeze, but they have a.
I'm gonna put it back a little bit.
Got stuck in a bad position because of that, but that's gonna be a-okay. Happens sometimes. Getting baited. It's gonna put me slightly behind, but nothing too big that I can't handle myself. So Lulu there, playing pretty carelessly, allows me to get basically the entire gold lead I lost back. If you see
Look, he's moving.
your enemy laners not respecting
Look, he's
you
moving,
coming
bro.
back to lane, you can basically just chase them down, especially if they have no dash, because Lulu would not be faster than me with my passive, which gives me move speed towards enemies.
Plus he has boots.
If she had no mana, and I'm pretty sure she had no mana.
No mana, no boots.
So
She couldn't speed herself up. She was just doing
run
one.
her down.
Tack. Not even tumble. It
If
just
she
got
does
that, no
decide to hit me,
tumble.
the entire wave is
Tack.
gonna turn on her, so I'm not
Nice.
necessarily worried. Making sure the wave crashes, they're not gonna hold the freeze, and then we'll channel our recall here. And if they start walking up here, we'll know that this is warded, so we can tell this isn't warded, so we can just continue our base. Going for boots first because I really like having the move speed and the attack speed. I think this is one of the most efficient attack speed items in the game in terms of gold efficiency, so that's going to be pretty nice to have, especially on a champion like Vayne, where you want to just have the attack speed to proc your W as often as possible. And I generally like putting 3 points in W and then start maxing Q, so that's what I will do as well. Notice the wave is in a freeze at this point. Not in a freeze, but they have a massive wave and it's right
He
outside.
doesn't max the Q, he maxes the
so
W.
I can essentially
You guys
turn
seen
this into a
this?
freeze if I really
He's
wanted
maxing
to.
the W, that's nuts. But I used to do that though. I remember like
I'll
back
have
then,
the extra
when I
90 move
started
speed.
playing Vayne, last year in November, I was
Poppy
only maxing
should
the W.
be able to kill him.
And I was going
She doesn't.
crazy, bro.
But I don't have the HP.
Ever since I stopped doing that, I
I don't
started
have the
maxing the
HP
Q.
to follow up on that.
You get different.
That's gonna be really
you get
bad
less
for us,
damage.
actually. I didn't expect. Didn't expect them to do that much damage, so I'm just gonna lose a fatty wave here, and Poppy also ends up handing over another kill. It's gonna be slightly unfortunate, but we can bounce back. We're not in too terrible of a situation. We're gonna be behind a little bit of XP, but all things considered, we should be fine. We're not staying in a situation like the reason why I based there was because I was like around 100 HP. Anything could have killed me, even if I hit heal. It's not worth risking that, because if I die and I give one kill over, the lane's pretty much over by that point, if assuming equal skill level. So it's good not to risk things, especially since Lulu was clearing vision, so I didn't know if, like the jungler would just pop up or something.
Because when you play Vayne, you don't need to risk
At this
yourself.
point,
That's
we're
what
gonna shove in this wave,
all the Vayne players
because
don't
we want
get.
to get vision control. Poppy's just
Vayne,
eating every
there's two
Ezreal
ways
kill.
to play her. It's either you're extremely
A-okay.
aggro like you tumble,
Try and
or
auto
you
the
play
turret.
like this guy. Man, this guy is a challenger. He's on skill cap. He tells you basically
auto
you don't
Ezreal
need to
here.
go in with Vayne. You don't need to dirty
Wanted to get them
yourself.
into tower and then Q4 just
Your
for an auto
goal
attack.
is just to farm
Didn't
and scale.
work the way I expected.
At the end of the game, you're a monster, bro. Chat, I've been stuck in a game for 3 hours and 30
Unable
minutes.
to finish off
I've
the
seen the
Shaco kill.
full
Slightly
potential of the
unfortunate on
champion.
that one.
I was shocked.
Let's go walk backwards because I
fucking
know
shocked.
Shaco's gonna
Ever
try
since,
and
I played
Q4s
like a
for
joke,
a
man.
E.
I played like a joke.
Staying here
You know what I mean?
is pretty
I've developed
risky, in my
some next
opinion,
skill kiting
but
just in a couple
Ezreal's
of days.
basing, so
Even my friend
he might
yesterday
just
from
be able
work,
to
he said,
stay.
yo, I
We have to
realized
be careful if
you're
Shaco
kiting
just
like crazy.
stays,
He's like, shit.
decides to
you
just
you
pop
got
out of
more
stealth.
CS now,
Press
I'm telling
E,
you, yes.
auto me.
He doesn't
That's pretty
understand
much
why.
enough
I
to
tell
kill
him
me.
because I was stuck in
He
a game
did
for
use
3
Ignite,
hours.
though, I'm pretty
Him, he
sure.
didn't saw that day. He wasn't there.
So
You know what I mean?
we can play a little bit further
crazy,
up, I
bro.
guess.
It's crazy.
And ideally, we want to make sure the wave crashes again, because Ezreal's based.
Chigabunda.
So here I'm just pushing in the wave. Gotta be careful. As soon as Lulu walks up, it's pretty much giving knowledge that Shaco's probably here. This is pretty standard. I'm gonna get... Alright, well, I'm gonna die anyway. It's gonna be slightly unfortunate. I definitely limit tested a little bit there.
God, I might go take a shower. Shit, I have to step
Poppy
out
couldn't
before-
peel for me
before I
nearly
can
as
take a
well as
shower
I
before.
would have expected, so I definitely miscalculated.
Oh,
But now we're gonna be focusing on what we can do now. We have our noon quiver, and that's gonna make CS a little bit easier for
my
us.
girlfriend said,
Trying to run back to lane as fast as possible.
I do not smell well
Make sure we
right
don't lose
now.
that much
Oh
CS.
my God.
When Vayne gets her level
This is
6
bad.
and her ulti, it doesn't really change your gameplay too much. Your ulti pretty much gives you just raw damage and some outplay potential with invisibility. A move speed bonus. But that doesn't really change your gameplay too much. So Vayne's not one of those champions where your game plan changes as soon as you hit level 6.
As
Just
soon
gotta
as you-
continue farming
you
and
hit
pop
level
down our
6,
control ward.
Your game plan change with Vayne. That's the thing. Until you're not
Definitely
6,
want to
it's not the same champion. When you hit
establish
level
some
2 and
sort of
6, it's
control.
totally different. Like
this lane,
my friend
feel
Elite
like
was right. When you hit level 2 and
I
6,
just
you can
can't
literally
really do
do
much
anything with
because
this champion.
of a lot of factors, but
It's
mostly
true. Me, I'm going in.
Poppy
now.
hasn't really given me
Fucking
any
going in, bro.
opportunities in this lane. Going to try follow up CC the
How
Poppy
you do
stun with condemn, farming, and pop down our control ward.
You have slain an enemy.
Definitely want to establish some sort of control in this lane. I feel like I just can't really do much because There's a lot of factors, but mostly
can't do much. You hear that? So
Poppy hasn't really given me any opportunities in this lane. I'm going to try follow up CC the Poppy stun with Condemn, and then I should be able to kill Ezreal here as well.
Wow.
So at this point, we just shove in the
which item is it building first? Look, he's gonna build Yuntil. That's what I was telling Eli, bro. Before, that's what I was telling. Why would I build Blade Drnk?
So that's
I'm gonna build Yuntil first.
And
yo, this guy's challenger. That's what he's doing. He's from skill cap,
which will help us.
That's what I realized. I did 3 hours and 30 minutes with a champion in a game, bro. Bro, I swear to God, if he's building Yuntil, bro.
Not really sure which one is the
bro.
actual Shaco.
You gotta see this.
It's not this one, that's for sure. Oh gosh.
Yo, you gotta see this.
Thought Condemn wouldn't have killed his clone. I thought I could have just pushed him back, but apparently my rank 1 Condemn did enough damage to pop his clone. If I didn't condemn him, he would have just chased me with his clone, which I believe was faster than me. And it would have just autoed me and I would have just died anyway. So I was just trying to push him away, but it didn't work out as I planned. But we should have our Kraken Slayer going for Phantom Dancer second. Really common builds for any attack speed steroid champion. Kraken Slayer and Phantom Dancer, really sick combo when paired together. So here, perhaps we can make a play happen, but not anymore. There's a lot of opportunities if you play Vayne where there's a lot of opportunities where if they're getting tower plates and you're coming back with ulti, you can just ult Q forward and then use your passive move speed to run up to them in that invisibility timer and then just start the fight.
You can use it. Yo,
wasn't given that opportunity because the wave died in that scenario, so we're gonna take this time to shove in this next wave. We were given knowledge that they stayed, but I still want to get turret plates before they fall. Right, I have 20 seconds left to get some turret plates, so exactly what I will be doing. Just getting some turret plates, making sure we just don't get randomly hit. Wow, that's a really ambitious E forward by Ezreal.
So
we're just shoving the wave again, shaking top side, so we're not too scared of the gank or anything like that. That was a pretty good Ezreal Q. And honestly, at this point, we should just dive them. But
yo, bro, I remember this stream live. I saw it live. I literally saw this stream live. The day he did that, I was there. I saw it. Yo, that's the day he couldn't. He didn't even know how to stop the stream.
Look for another
on Kick.
Angle.
He knows how to stop the stream on Twitch, but on Kick he didn't know how, and he told the guy how.
Shove in the wave.
It's exactly that stream. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
There's gonna be a canyon wave, so it should be better for us to look for a dive. Poppy's just gonna take my kill from me. That's a-okay. Not too big of a deal, I guess.
Starts with Kraken, man.
I heal the Orianna because
I'm telling you, there's better items. It's good, but there's better items.
Not in a good place. I try to get away from here.
There's better items. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be a little bit weird. We're gonna try and walk away from the Vladimir that's chasing us.
Better item, I'm telling you.
Shaco's gonna be.
But you know already, I swear by skill cap.
We're queuing over this wall.
I'm a nigga from skill cap. You already know. You know what I mean? We literally learned the game from skill cap and MOBA Fire.
Not the best play.
We learned the game from Blitz.
Shaco popped up a lot faster than I expected him to.
Skill cap and MOBA Fire.
But there was not really a place for me to run if he was already there.
Stream, you know what I mean?
I like turning with Nunu because I would be walking towards my team, and also Vladimir can't really kill me by himself because he needs to pop pool pretty fast. And I had flash. If he ulties me and then he's charging E or something, I just flash away from it. But Shaco really made that play kind of hard, if not totally impossible. So we're gonna go mid now. We got the got the bot turret, but dragon is spawning in 20 seconds, so you want to be in a lane to follow up on that. So we're going to be in the mid lane. And again, Vayne is not really a champion that has like a lot of early game agency, so the fact that we're here at this point isn't really too concerning
really
yet.
good, actually. 4-4, 16 minutes, you have agency.
We'll hit our item spikes.
That's why in 15
really
minutes, if I have 13 kills
our damage
on there,
charts.
okay, not 15 minutes. In 25 minutes, I have like over 10 kills on there. I think I can
down, and Oriana looks like she wants to stay mid. So
especially if the team doesn't troll.
Bot lane's the only lane with
like right now,
an accessible wave at this point.
Me, I duel anything.
I could also technically be there with my team,
or something crazy, but
they already have the numbers advantage without me. They shouldn't really need me, all things considered. So I am in the bottom lane.
Tumble.
Saw Shaco walk back, so I'm not too concerned about like a box surprise or something like that. We'll spend this time at getting the tier 2 turrets.
Always focus turrets. Shit, he's getting in fast.
With any luck.
What? Fast.
We should be able to kill it and also pick up this remaining wave.
Wow.
Then ideally we also pick up some enemy jungle camps on the way home.
Wow.
So we're gonna
ward over so much money.
Bro,
he's making so much money, bro, right now. He's making la palette. He has to let it go.
Oh. Alright, I waited for him to hit it once so that I'd have I want to actually fight this out, but I know they're going to be kind of scared for this one.
Wow, he's gone. He's running away.
Might just be in the bush, to be honest.
Dude, they all showing up. Oh! Whoa!
Right.
Oh shit, he's so good.
Those 3 kills.
He's so good.
Shaco's gonna end up killing us at the end of play, but I was
Yo,
in
you
a
see how the
1v4,
whole
so
team rushing.
that's gonna be pretty good
to stop
in terms
him,
of
bro.
what we got.
That's Vayne gaming,
Be completely content with that.
This is
Again, we are just now hitting our item spikes. When we hit Gwynsu's Rage Blade, that's in particular
ça valait la peine à vous.
We're pretty much set to carry the game.
Yo, comme je comprends le McDo, c'est bon, tu vois ce que je veux dire.
So we built our Gwynsu's components, and next place to look to be on the map is for mid tier 2 because it's really, especially unless it dies already, then we should ideally head top, because Baron is going to be the next objective, and even though 20-minute Barons are kind of ambitious, we are ahead enough to consider it, so looks like I'll just go mid instead.
Même le KFC souvent c'est pas si wow.
Action is happening there.
Ça c'est du vrai poulet.
And
KFC,
is also shoving in the
tu sens que c'est des poulets clonés quoi.
Top wave, so I can't really get CS up there.
C'est du motherfucking nigga chicken. Motherfucking nigga chicken.
So at this point we can pretty much just block forward, shove in the waves. Look to damage towers.
Motherfucking chicken, nigga. Motherfucking chicken,
and then we'll
nigga.
Go ahead and help with top turret after.
You're saying an enemy again.
Just gonna die in the middle of my invisibility. I'm pretty sure my team was 3v1ing the Vladimir, so they couldn't help me out there. It's a tad bit unfortunate. I feel like we could have just gotten the turret and then headed top, but my team wasn't really on the same page as me, and that's completely okay. It's gonna happen. We should have enough gold to get our Gwynsu's Rage Blade completed on our revival, and then with Fan Dancer, Kraken Slayer, and Gwynsu's Rage Blade, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves for doing the Baron, because that's going to be a lot of DPS. So we can just straight up go for it. Nunu can just go ahead for his snowball. As soon as he respawns, he's going to be able to get pretty far with that. Unless he doesn't snowball. Okay, there it is. So with Nunu and my random power spike at this point, we should be able to.
So he goes Kraken, Phantom.
Just spread the Baron.
Yeah, that he's going like old school.
Dragon Soul point.
Going like
well.
old school build for real. That's old school build.
Not worried about what's going on in top lane.
The Kraken, the Sword Dance,
because Gangplank was just not on the same page as us, and that's completely okay. We're just gonna get ourselves our Baron,
then the
and then head for our Soul point. Not really too concerned about the Poppy. He's just not on the same page as us, and that's gonna be okay. But we're gonna make sure we secure the Dragon Soul. I can actually just 1v2. Confused how that was not a condemned stun against the wall. Pretty much used our ulti Q invisibility to try and look for an angle while she goes for the ward. She won't be able to see
23
us. Ulti tumble
25
forward,
minutes,
so
he has at least 13 kills.
Spend this time getting the
before 25 minutes, he has at least 13 kills.
No one else seems to be going there, so we don't want that wave to just get lost to the turret.
Get lost in the trench.
So that's exactly where we
I
will be.
burned my shirt, no way. Oh no, I didn't.
And we'll shove in the next wave as well, because if we rotate to mid from this point, it will be too late.
Of a season to season and half ago.
Bot wave.
Tell me about it right now.
And then we can look
this
for
is a video
jungle.
from a season to
By the time we
season.
walk a little bit further upward, blue word
They're going to tell me about it right now.
Looking to pop us on our way to our team. The buff is down.
Are you kidding me?
We can walk towards our team at this point if they need us. Otherwise, we can just take the blue buff.
I think it does me take out there. They literally no comparison.
And we can shove in the bot wave, do a 4-1. But it seems like my team is recalling at this point, so...
This video still has mythic items. There's literally no comparison.
Not be able to get this turret, but after we pick Vladimir, just by doing a lot of damage at this point, with our 3 Empire
You can compare, chat. That's facts.
We could look for turret, maybe. Okay, that's a weird Poppy ults. We didn't have a mini wave for the turret anymore, so
100% not cap. Try and debug that. Try and debug that.
So pretty sure that's not the real one. Oh, that is the real one. Okay.
No, I contest.
We should be able to flash
he gets a ticket, he tell the officer, no, I refuse, I contest right away. And then at the end, he's still right. The officer's like, okay, I'll rip the ticket, fuck off.
So thank you guys so much for watching this commentary.
He's like, facts, you officer cap.
And remember, this guide comes from our website, skillcap.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. Not only that, but we release 14 brand new Smurf commentaries with cutting-edge builds and meta champions every single week. And if that wasn't enough, we have a site-exclusive feature where you can ask the Challenger expert any question you want, anything you're struggling with or confused about, and are guaranteed a response by them. All of this can be unlocked for as little as $5 a month and is backed by our rank improvement guarantee. That means a full refund if you don't improve. That's not all. You also get the most comprehensive League of Legends training on the internet with over 900 videos and 150 courses teaching you exactly what you need to know.
We're getting the membership.
So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, head to skillcap.com and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied Skillcapped members and get that rank you've always wanted.
Of course. Of course, man. Of course. Of course, my horse. Ah, come on, man. Come on, man, bro. A mythic is a mythic, man. A legendary is a legendary, man. You feel me? A mythic is a mythic, bro. Oh. What you mean, bro? A mythic is a mythic, you know what I mean? Legendary is small item. Mythic was big item, you know. Yeah, how you want me to explain that? But that's what I'm telling you. A mythic is big item, legendary is small item.
About Vayne. Vayne is one of the OGs when it comes to styling on EDC and showing off your mechanical prowess. She is known as a signature champion for Uzi, Double Lift, and
Two
Piglet,
legendary
three
together, they put the
world-class
mythic.
greats on ADC. So today,
One
I'm going to be
legendary
teaching
alone
you
is
guys how to
legendary.
pilot Vayne and give you an idea on what it's like to be a mechanical god. Drop a
want
like
you
and a
to
subscription
not
below
just
to
say they're
support us and
different.
allow us to keep
Now
pumping
ask why
out these
they're different.
insane guides just like this one.
What you
and
want me
click on
to
the
tell
link below
you?
as well to head over to our website, but we still have our 25% off deal, so don't miss out.
They're
To
different
start off, let's
items.
go over 5 tips and tricks you can abuse that will help you get a better idea on how to mechanically outplay on Vayne. But before that, comment down below
mythic
what
is
you
a
guys
mythic,
think
bro.
is the best Vayne skin. Mine is
There's
so
no more
mythic
mythic,
because I really
like-
like the ghostly design, and green is a really nice color. Always curious to what everyone else thinks, you know? Anyways, moving on. Trick number 1, the instant tumble. Tumble is an auto reset, but what if I told you there was a faster way to reset her auto?
Not
This is a
relevant
neat
to the
trick that
argument.
involves Vayne being really close to any terrain such as a wall or a turret, and by close, I really do mean either if your back or your butt is right against the wall with no space in between. To use this mechanic, first you're going to have to throw out a normal auto attack. Then immediately after seeing your auto go off, tumble into the wall you are hugging, and the animation of Vayne's Q speeds up your second auto to be released almost instantaneously. Scenarios where this is useful include leashing, since it will give your jungle an extra auto on the buff without using extra time, and catching your opponent off guard in a duel by firing 2 quick autos. And lastly, this trick helps when you're taking down turrets. While standing beside a wall and autoing a turret, Q into the wall to add extra auto onto that turret to speed up the process. We all know how bad it is to keep whacking a turret as Vayne, especially with no wave clear. So this is really important. This is a key and staple tactic for Vayne, as an extra auto goes a long way for her. So let's go over it again. It's a position where you stand near a wall or a structure.
Je suis venu chercher les likes sur sa page.
Reset our basic attack to attack
J'ai dit non, Cap l'a dit, what? Il est arrivé sur mon stream, il a checké, il a dit, nah, this video is illegal.
Or just beginners in general. Vayne's E has a
Yo,
slight animation
le gars prête attention, il check. Yo, il catch des petits details, quoi. Yo, il est trop fort, trop fort. Il a été trop fort, il est dead. Des petits détails. Shit, t'es un malade. T'as dû travailler pour les services secrets, toi. T'es un bâtard. T'es un bâtard, toi. Le patin investig. That's why I say I do my research. Ah, me too, man. I do the most research, you crazy. I do most research than all of you. I do the most research.
For this tip, it involves
even if it's outdated.
Keeping your finger off the E key until you know it's an absolute stop. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen a new Vayne player think they know the range of the
on fume, on fume. Ben, t'es en train de te bourrer la ponce, on fume. On fume live, on fume.
I just cannot stand seeing it anymore. Sometimes they don't even realize the enemy has flash up, and the enemy just flashes when they get condemned, and they are no longer
je stream
stunnable.
pas longtemps.
So this
Tu vois
piece
ce
of
que je veux dire?
advice will emphasize
Je suis là,
the concept
je
of
chill,
timing the enemy
regarde des
flashes
vidéos,
and
tu vois ce que je veux
understanding when you
dire?
need to press it.
C'est pas un
An
long
example
stream,
would be,
là.
let's say
Aujourd'hui, on
your
fait
jungler
du
is taking
learning.
bot, and the enemy starts to run backwards while running along the wall, and you guys are on the chase. Most players would just tumble in and E as fast as they can.
Non, mais vraiment, c'est parce que le mythique est trop fort, tu vois. Donc, ça compense pour le manque de damage des autres items, mais tu vois, donc là, il n'y a plus de mythique, tu peux prendre plusieurs items, donc il n'y a plus de cap, quoi. C'est comme si tu as plein de legendary maintenant, quoi.
It's safer to just avoid that tragedy. Let's go over this one
And
more
where was
time,
the
as this is
Meteor
really one of the
Expedition?
biggest
They're
flaws
different.
most
Oh,
Vayne
mais c'est ça,
players
je veux
go
dire, ils
through.
sont différents.
Hold on to E until needed. Sure, it's okay
Il y
to
en a
test
qui
the range
capent,
in
là,
normal
tu
games,
vois.
but
L'autre,
if
c'est
you're going
plus
in rank,
fort.
just
Les
play
autres,
it
c'est plus
safe
fort.
and don't tilt your teammates. Tip number 4, timing is usage of her
Ça
all.
a des différences. Mais c'est ça la différence.
When should I use
Ils sont
my arm
différents.
Vayne? Do I start the team fight off with my R key, or do I hold on to it? Well, my friends, allow me to show you the correct timing of when to pop your R and go into God mode. There are very few
Mais ils sont
times
différents,
where I
ils ont
believe
même
you
pas
should
le
start
même
off a
prix,
team fight
man.
with R.
Ils ont pas le même
Instances where
prix,
this is viable
man.
would be when you are taking off with a pick and
Un,
you're
tu
coming
peux en
out of
prendre
vision so
juste
they
un,
don't
l'autre tu
see
peux en
you until
prendre
it's
autant
too
que tu
late.
veux, man.
Or when the
Pour
enemy
prendre
is
sa
on
mère
the
autant
run
que tu
and you
veux,
need that
gros.
triple passive movement speed to catch up.
C'est un peu ce
The
que je veux
last
dire.
common instance this would be usable is if a fight begins with the enemy engaging on you and you gotta get them off your trail fast. This allows you to reposition and get to a safe distance away from them during your invisibility.
L'autre, tu
The
peux
more
pas, il
effective
cap
way
là,
to
il
utilize
bloque.
your R is by
C'est
holding
comme un
onto it until
blueprint là.
someone tries to duel you or when someone is engaging on you in the midst of a team fight.
C'est ça, non?
Do your best to find a
C'est
safe
pas la même
positioning
chose
and start off
d'expliquer
the
pourquoi
team
c'est
fight
différent.
without having to burn your R.
Est-ce que c'est
This
différent?
allows you to
Ah,
not
man,
only
c'est la
have a
même chose
safe
pour
mechanic to
moi.
outplay them, but it will
C'est la
also
même
allow
chose,
you to
man.
extend your ult time as you use it right before you get a
C'est
kill
la
or
même chose,
assist.
c'est la même chose.
An example of this would be if a team
Non,
fight
c'est la
breaks
même
down the
chose,
mid
c'est la
lane,
même chose.
you will want to start off by being a normal AD carry, DPSing as much as possible since you shred their front line with
Regarde
just
ça,
your
bah,
W
il a
alone
raté,
with
mais
Rage
qu'est-ce qu'il...
Blade.
il est
But
pourri.
suddenly, you notice they have a Rengar Diana who is waiting on the side to jump you. The
Yeah.
moment they leap in, if
Il
you
a
survive the
condemned.
initial burst, you pop R key and then tumble. In that moment, they've lost vision of you and you have the upper hand to reposition, and if you're Faker, you'll find an angle to use your E and stun them up. Follow it up with a kill, and suddenly
If
you've
you're Faker,
assassinated the
you'll
assassin.
find the E. Do you
So
see?
remember,
Bah, master the
understand
E.
that your R is
Do you
a
see how I
very
don't make dumb
crucial
move with the
ability
E
that you
anymore?
cannot
I
afford
don't
to
do that.
waste. Start off with R if you need to chase enemies down or if you're leading off with the plan to pick someone. Hold on to R during a team fight until you absolutely must use it
Look
to
at
turn
this.
around the fight.
Yo,
Trick number
Vayne.
5, the stealthy reposition. This trick is
Yo,
super
bro.
simple, yet my
Vayne is
god,
just going to
so
him. She's
involves
too
one
strong.
thing.
The champion is just
But
too
what
hard.
if I told you there was a faster way to reset her auto? This is a
You have
neat
to kiss
trick
the
that
wall.
involves Vayne being really close to any terrain such as a
Yeah,
wall
you have to
or
kiss
a
the
turret,
wall.
and by close, I really
You cancel
do
the
mean either if
animation.
your back
Look.
or your butt is right against the wall with no space in between.
No
To
space.
use this mechanic, first you're going to have to throw out a normal auto attack. Then, immediately after seeing your auto go off, tumble into the wall you are hugging, and the animation of Vayne's Q speeds up your second auto to be released almost instantaneously. Scenarios where this is useful include leashing, since it'll give your jungle an extra auto on the buff without using extra time, and catching your opponent off guard in a duel by firing 2 quick autos. And lastly, this trick helps when you're taking down turrets. While standing beside a wall and autoing a turret, Q into
That's
the
what I
wall to
do
add extra auto
to
onto
get
that turret to
the
speed up
Elder
process. We all
in
know
a game
how bad
2
it
days
is
ago,
to
the
keep
3 hour,
whacking
30
your
minutes
turret
game.
as Vayne, especially
I
with
was
no
just
wave clear.
tumbling,
This is really
canceling the
important.
animation
This
against
is
the
a
wall to
key
get
and
the
staple
Elder.
tactic
I
for
got the
Vayne,
Elder by
as an
myself
extra auto
twice.
goes a long way
Can you
for her.
imagine that? I got
So
the
let's
Elder
go over it
twice.
again. It's a position where you stand near a wall or a structure, auto then immediately
Saved
Q
3
to
people
reset
and
our
almost
basic
lost
attack
5.
to attack near 2 times as fast. Trick number 2, the
Condemn.
condemn flash.
Condemn flash,
This trick
ça,
is
c'est trop
fairly
fort.
common nowadays,
This is
but
so
I think
strong.
it's still something I should go over for people who are new to
I
Vayne,
do that a
or
lot.
just beginners in general.
Not a lot, not a
Vayne's
lot,
E
not
has
a
a
lot.
slight
I don't do
animation
that a lot,
channel,
sorry.
which allows you to input a flash command in the middle of
is
casting
so
the
strong.
ability. This mechanic catches a lot
Yo,
of players
shit, it must
off
be
guard
strong.
at first glance
Oh, shit,
because
flash
they think
condemn?
they're not an angle to get stunned into a wall, but little do they know you have a flash in your back
shit.
pocket to re-angle yourself and get that amazing stun. To replicate this technique, you will need to cast your E on something, then immediately flash to a location where the angle lines with your character and their character to shove them into a wall. Use this ability to pick up some extra kills that you wouldn't get, or to possibly save yourself depending on the scenario. Moving on to tip number 3, timing your E. For this tip, it involves
It's so
one
hard.
thing. Keeping your finger off the E key until you know it's an absolute stun.
You see?
I cannot
Until you know it's
tell
an
you
absolute.
How many times I've seen a noob Vayne
Look.
player think they know the range of the E knockback and letting a free kill go because she
see?
pushed him out of range.
You
It's
see, that's
so
me.
tilting, and
That
I
was
just
me.
cannot stand seeing it anymore.
You see?
Sometimes
That's
you don't
that's
even realize
Elite.
the enemy has
It's like
flash
it's,
up,
I
and
cannot
the
see
enemy
that
just
anymore.
flashes when they get condemned, and they are no longer stunnable. So this piece of advice will emphasize the concept of timing the enemy flashes and understanding when you need to press it. An example would be, let's say your jungler is ganking a bot and the enemy starts to run backwards while running along the wall, and you guys are on the chase. Most players would just tumble in and E as fast as they can expecting a stun. But what if they have a flash ability or a dash ability like Lucian's E? The safer the play would be to just run them down with autos, as there is little to no risk involved. Sure, sometimes a kill might become lost, but I can't tell you the amount of times someone has messed to be condemned on a free kill and the entire team tilted at them. It's safer to just avoid that tragedy. Let's go over this one more time, as this is really one of the biggest flaws most Vayne players go through. Hold on to E until needed. Sure, it's okay to test their range in normal games, but if you're going in ranked, just play it safe and don't tilt your teammates. Tip number 4, timing is usage of her R. A lot of people ask me, Midrima, when should I use my R in Vayne? Do I start the team fight off with my R key or do I hold on to it? Well, my friends, allow me to show you the correct timing of when to pop your R and go into God mode. There are very few times where I believe you should start off a team fight with R. Instances where this is viable would be when you start
all the team fights with alt
and you're coming at a vicious.
I start all the team fights with alt because they don't see me coming. When they see me, they already lost half of their life. It's too late for them.
The last
I already give them like three autos. They're like, oh shit. When they see me, I tumble back, I disappear, and I finish them off with ghosts.
Get to a safe distance away from them during your invisibility.
Tumble ghost.
The more effective way to utilize your R is by holding onto it until someone tries to duel you or when someone is engaging on you in the midst of a team fight. Do your best to find a safe positioning and start off the team fight without having to burn your R. This allows you to not only have a safe mechanic to outplay them, but it will also allow you to extend your ult time as you use it right before you get a kill or assist. An example of this would be if a team fight breaks out in the mid lane, you will want to start off by being a normal AD carry, DPSing as much as possible since you shred their front line with just your W alone with Rage Blade. But suddenly, you notice they have a Rengar Diana who is waiting on the side to jump you. The moment they leap in, if you survive the initial burst, you pop R key and then tumble. In that moment, they've lost vision of you and you have the upper hand to reposition, and if you're Faker, you'll find an angle to use your E and stun them up. Follow it up with a kill and suddenly you've assassinated the assassin. So remember, understand that your R is a very crucial ability that you cannot afford to waste. Start off with R if you need to chase enemies down or if you're leading off with the plan to pick someone. Hold on to R during a team fight until you absolutely must use it to turn around the fight. Trick number 5, the stealthy reposition. This trick is super simple, yet my god, so many Vayne players do not abuse this enough. You're gonna need your ult and your key for this trick and one unlucky summoner who isn't ready to catch these bolts. Let's put you in a scenario where you're about to 1v1 someone or you gotta juke them out and get out of there. What you're gonna need to do is you'll need to activate R, tumble in one direction, and walk to the other. Most Vayne players will always R, tumble, then instantly auto attack. This is so triggering and wrong because you are making the most out of her invisibility. The reason this trick works is because the enemy can see which direction you tumble to, but more likely than not, they will not expect you to pop back up in the same general direction you Q to. But if you Q one way and walk the other, you're basically faking them out and you'll make them really dizzy after doing this to them 3 times. If this is an extended fight, then switch it up. Q one unlucky summoner who isn't ready to catch.
What?
So many Vayne players do not abuse this until you
trick number 5, guys.
Turn around the fight.
Oh my god, this is like a fucking $30 fucking trick.
This trick is super simple, yet my
bro,
god,
that's like a what am I talking about? That's a $100
do not
trick.
abuse this enough. You're gonna need your ult and your key for this trick and one unlucky summoner who isn't ready to catch these bolts. Let's put you in a scenario where you're about to 1v1 someone or you gotta juke them out and get out of there. What you're gonna need to do is you need to activate R, tumble in one direction, and walk to the other.
There and going back.
Most Vayne players will always R, tumble, then instantly auto attack. This is so triggering and wrong because you are making the most out of her invisibility. The reason this trick works is because the enemy can see which direction you tumble to, but more likely than not, they will not expect you to pop back up in the same general direction you Q to. But if you Q one way and walk the other, you're basically faking them out and you'll make them really dizzy after doing this to them 3 times. If this is an extended fight, then switch it up. Q one way, walk the other the first 2 times, and on the 3rd Q, walk the same way you Q'd and stay in stealth as long as possible. They won't be able to catch on. So let's get on to this one more time.
I think that's the difference between a good Vayne and a bad Vayne.
Utilizing your stealth for as long as possible. Get this
what you mean? Does everybody not know this?
Tilted and dizzy.
What do you mean,
you're basically
bro?
just crossing them up.
What you mean?
Those are the 5 tips and tricks you will need to know in order to up your gameplay on Vayne. Now let's move on to matchups.
What you
Rather
mean?
than giving a matchup list for each champion, we'll go over matchups against types of bot laners. The first type will be the super ranged bot laners. These bot laners include Caitlyn, Ashe, and Jhin. These matchups are pretty hard for you to pop off against as they are very hard to survive against in lane. Any misstep results in you eating a few autos, which could be devastating. So to play these matchups, you have 2 methods to choose from. Survive or fight to death. If you choose to go down the safe way, then your job is really simple. Sit under turret, miss a little CS, and stay at high HP. Really boring, but if you're a man and you want to choose the manly way, then you're gonna need to do some top tier mechanics because this revolves around you and your support.
That's what Eli told me. I have to choose the manly way.
The reason why this method is so good into far range champs
I have to choose the manly way. I have to go in.
The one thing they want to avoid
the
is
Chad
all
way.
int. since your job is to constantly poke and auto space and only all in once the enemy is low enough HP. I don't need to sit under my tower too long. Vayne is actually really strong when it comes to chasing down enemies, and this is what you have to abuse with your support in order to keep the lane volatile and winnable. At every chance you can try to proc your W on the AD or support, go ahead and do it, and don't forget to contest every CS with your tumble auto. Keeping them at a low HP percentage will be favorable for you if you have plans to wipe them in an all-in sooner or later. The second category of bot matchups will be lane bullies. This champion consists of Lucian, Kalista, and Draven. To beat these laners is honestly super tough. The best piece of advice I would have for you guys in this kind of lane would be to scale and be safe. You want to play around their mistakes, and the reason why I suggest this method, or why I don't suggest going aggressive in these lanes, is because if you get behind by even a singular kill, the lane is over. It's just completely over, and recovering from that detriment is really unlikely. If you are both in a volatile lane state, then chances are their all-in will be stronger than yours, and the other factors that come in is even if you get that 1 kill lead, chances are they are still stronger than you, or you just made the matchup even. So you don't really even get a chance to push the lead that much. Simply play patiently and go in when you're jungling ganks, and outscale them in team fights. The last category will be mages. This champion pool consists of Syndra, Heimerdinger, and Cassiopeia. My piece of advice against these champions? Don't do it. You're gonna lose, and you're gonna have a miserable time. Honestly, just don't do it. You'll get outshoved, out-traded, outscaled until 30 minutes when you have 3 items. However, if you do get counterpicked into these champions, then by all means, please rush Drnk and make it to 3 items. You have one goal in this lane phase, and that is simply to survive. Just don't do it. Everyone knows Vayne isn't the strongest laner, but she does have some really good spikes that allow her to win the lane. These include completion of Berserker's Greaves, Cutlass, or Bork. If you hone your skills and test yourself enough, you'll eventually be able to see the kill angles in lane, but when just starting out, play to scale and smurf it in team fights. With all the matchup talk aside, let's talk about how to lane in general as Vayne. There are 3 key factors when it comes to laning. Number 1, tumble aggressively when enemies use their abilities. Number 2, isolate the trades. And number 3, keep your wave just outside of your turret. These are the 3 components when it comes to winning lanes, so allow me to go into depth about each of them. Tumbling aggressively does not mean you're always looking to fight. You must have an idea of what can happen to you if you do go in and make that Q tumble. Do they have the CC that can catch me? What is their burst potential? Can I walk back and get out unscathed? You need to ask yourself these questions and learn your limits. You can't just simply tumble auto every time you think they're going to be vulnerable. Mastering when to trade like this takes a lot of time and a lot of understanding to do properly. Work at this and you will be ahead of the curve if you know how to play aggressive with your Q in lane. Isolating trades means you want to trade with whoever you are hitting in a 1v1 situation. Bot lane is a 2v2 matchup, so when you go for a trade, you want to be kiting to the side where the other guy can't hit you. For example, if the lane matchup is Vayne Lulu versus Draven Nami, if Draven is on the left side and Nami's on the right or below him, you want to auto and walk to the upper part of the lane if you're blue side. This isolates the trade so you can only get hit by the Draven, and your 3 autos only hit Draven himself. And then after you hit your 3 autos, you want to exit the trade so Nami can't get a chance to trade onto you. You do not want to take more damage if you can avoid it, as Vayne really needs a very high HP pool in order to lane properly. The last concept deals with wave manipulation. Your sweet spot as to where you'd like the creeps or minions to be around is right outside your turret. Not in turret range, but just right outside of it. This is because it gives you a safe area to farm from, the turret won't hit and mess up your last hitting, and if you get an all in, you can chase them immediately down the lane, giving you plenty of playroom. To set up a freeze, you want 4 more minions than the enemy does, and that allows the minions to permanently stay on that area of the lane for each new coming wave that interacts. Study our wave control guide on our site for a more detailed guide on wave manipulation. Lastly, we will be finally talking about runes and builds. For runes, I recommend starting off with PTA, as it synergizes excellently with your silver bolts and you are a duelist, so PTA is the best keystone for you. Going down the list, pick up Triumph, Legend Alacrity, and Cut Down. For secondary, pick up Nimbus Cloak and Gathering Storm for a safety and scaling, or maybe trade out Gathering Storm for Celerity for that extra movement speed. The secondary tree you can actually go is Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter in the Domination. This setup means you're going to be playing really aggressively, so make sure you use the setup once you feel like you understand Vayne at a very high level. The reason why is because if you're going to be playing this aggressively, you want to proc Taste of Blood a lot, which means you're going to be fighting a lot. You have to know your limits. And Ravenous Hunter means you're going to need those 5 stacks. So you're going to be running all around the map trying to kill everyone. But if you do think you understand Vayne at that level, then by all means, I recommend it. It is really good. Moving on to builds, the first build is the on-hit build that is the standard setup for Vayne now. This build consists of Blade of the Rune King, Berserker's Greaves, Ginsu's Rageblade, Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster, and Death's Dance. Possible item swaps would consist of trading out Phantom Dancer for Wit's End if you're versus a lot of AP, or trading out Bloodthirster for Mercurial Scimitar if there's a lot of CC. And then at the end, if it gets to 6 items, you can trade out your boots for Trinity Force. The on-hit build is by far the most played build, as everything you itemize synergizes really well with your kit. Blade of the Rune King's build path provides early laning sustain, utility to engage or run someone down, and Rageblade's passive is a main component that synergizes beautifully with your silver bolts. Phantom Dancer's shield provides a lot of safety as you're a low-range hyper carry who prefers to get in there and make cool plays. While I know most players would decide to go IE following these 3 core items, I personally prefer to go Bloodthirster as I see no need to get extra crit nor rely on the IE's passive for bonus damage. Your damage alone from W and the items recommended should be more than enough. All you need now is survivability to dish that out. Hence why we are finishing this build off with Death's Dance. Death's Dance also synergizes with your W and synergizes amazingly with Ravenous Hunter, making you healing almost illegal in some countries. Let's talk about when this build spikes. Your first big item spike will actually begin once you finish your Berserker's Greaves, as your first item goal should be to rush tier 2 boots as soon as possible. This gives you the extra threat to run someone down if you have a good fight on your hands, and that 35% bonus attack speed is an early killer stat on you. The next spike will be when you finish Bilgewater Cutlass. Cutlass provides early lifesteal which you need, otherwise you can get easily poked out of lane and lose the ability to play the game before it even started. Completing Blade of the Rune King is of course your next spike, as it will up your damage and your kill pressure by an immense amount. The range of the active gets a little bit bigger and you deal % HP per auto. However, this is the point where the life gets really difficult. Getting to Rageblade is such a bad time since the cost is so high, and one of the item components, Amplifying Tome, is completely irrelevant on you. But after you finish this item, you are practically full build. Every item after these 3 items are just a bonus. But that doesn't mean you should slack on deciding what to itemize. Never stop focusing, gamers.
Omnivamp was insane.
Wraps up all you will
Ravenous Hunter was the best. I remember it.
An intermediate player. Once you
remember
get to an
Ravenous
level,
Hunter.
you're gonna have to do a lot of paving your own way of what you want to do. As for at that point, you understand the champion well enough to play your own style, to build your own items. And I'd love to hear what you guys have started doing on Vayne. If you guys come back to this video after a few games of playing Vayne, and
not
see
gonna
how
lie,
you do.
bro.
Don't forget
Ravenous,
to
it was the best time.
if you like what you
They
saw
removed
today,
it.
or if you have any suggestions
some
for what you
bullshit
want to
item.
see. Thanks for watching, guys, and please use the link below to take advantage of our 25% deal off on our website. Use the link below in the description and get your guides now. You will get so many more in-depth guides just like this one on so many other champions, all made by challenger players. So what are you doing? Like the video, subscribe, maybe drop a comment, and then head over there while we wait for you.
Bronze to Diamond.
In this guide, you're going to learn the 10 most important rules you need to follow if you want to escape low elo. My name's Hex. I'm a multi-season challenger player that's been teaching League of Legends here at Skillcapped for over 10 years. And if there is one thing I've learned in that time, it's that being good at League doesn't require you to master every single detail of the game or have crazy good mechanics. You can see big rank gains by just understanding a few simple concepts and fixing key mistakes you likely don't even know you're making. That's why my promise to you is that if you just focus on following 1 or 2 of the rules in this guide, you will see significant rank gains. So let's get into it. The first and most important rule of escaping low elo is to never help your losing teammates. If you get this one wrong, the other 9 rules you're about to learn won't even matter. I know that at first this sounds counterintuitive. Most players think that if they leave that losing teammate without help, help, they'll just keep feeding the enemy over and over until the enemy is so strong they just end the game. Well, that mentality of I can't let them get too fed is actually keeping you hard stuck. Let me show you why. So here's a silver Yone. He pushes and dies to a level 3 Shaco gank. He respawns, comes back to lane, and dies 1v1 to Mordekaiser. Now, check out just how easy it is to make this mistake. Talia has both her Gromp and Wolves alive, but she also sees Mordekaiser as low in health topside with a pushing wave. So she skips her camps. Don't want to get that Mordekaiser too fed, right? Yone needs her help. Well, in the middle of the gank, Yone just turns around, forcing Talia to cast W early.
We're trying new runes.
Mordekaiser still has
We're trying new runes on Vayne, guys. Those are runes I think I never tried on there.
Giving up 2 camps for this.
Nim
and
Cloak
can you guess
and,
what Yone does with that help? Well, he ints his lane
got
at level
his Storm
6,
on there.
ints his lane at level 7, and then leaves the game.
So
one of the biggest mistakes
gonna
players
try
make
that.
in low elo is thinking
spin
they
some
can influence
bays.
the outcome of other
Gonna
matchups.
spin some bays,
I promise you,
meanwhile,
with
gonna
over 10
spin
years of
some
experience
bays.
both teaching low elo players, analyzing their games, and doing bronze to diamond climbs,
Knock out.
in low elo, if
Knock
somebody's
out.
better than the opponent, they will pretty much always
Yo, that
come
shit,
out
bro.
ahead by the end of the game, regardless of whether they fell behind early.
Crazy,
For example,
bro.
here we see Akshan barely
Crazy
1v1
shit.
with enemy
This
Zoe
is the
for first
Pegasus.
blood. Now, Talia is finishing her Raptors, still has all her camps left
That's
on
the one
top
the
side.
ladies love.
Mid lane, the wave is in a really
Sick
bad
shit.
spot
Look
for
how sick
Akshan.
it is.
He's
Well
low in
made,
health,
super
and he
cute.
can't clear this
The
wave fast
pink
enough
with
to
the
crash
green
it.
animation
Power,
and
this
pink
setup
on
is
top.
recall.
I customized it,
Talia
of
once
course.
again breaks that
I put
first
the right
side
part
of
so
the
it
lane.
looks
She sets herself
cool.
behind to help
So
her
it looks
teammate. Now
cool.
you might be thinking, yeah, but this Akshan won his lane.
Are you ready?
Good idea, since he's a
You
good
ready,
player.
hermano?
Check this out. Despite helping Akshan, when Talia needs him to rotate with his lane priority for a free kill on Kayn, he's not even aware it's happening. And out of nowhere, decides to just jump in and insta-kill to the enemy jungler instead. Take a wild guess how the rest of that lane played out. So we got roams off, impacting the map, while also getting to solo kill Akshan repeatedly. Literally non-stop, just roam
Jungler
off,
should have
impact the map, and
losing
coming back
lane,
to instantly
definitely.
kill Akshan. In low elo, there's still so much for players to learn and do better that early leads really don't mean much. The better player will come out ahead regardless of them getting set behind early, while the worst player will end up throwing their lead and losing regardless of the help you give them. This is why helping teammates at the expense of setting yourself behind simply doesn't work in low elo. Your teammates don't actually snowball with the lead you give them or stabilize the lane if they're behind, at least not consistently enough for it to actually work as a strategy for climbing. This is why it's so important to adopt a carry mentality in low elo. You are the consistent factor in all of your games, not the random teammate. You're going to get yourself fed, funnel the gold on yourself, and be the strongest player on your team and carry. And that's why if you truly want to learn how to carry bad teammates and finally escape low elo, there is nothing better than our brand new Season 14 courses teaching you how to carry as a top laner, jungler, mid laner, AD carry, and support. Pair that with our other new courses on how to counter OP top laners, OP mid laners, master your jungle clears, or check out our new Bronze to Diamond series. It doesn't stop there. We have new Season 14 courses on macro, wave control, trading, settings and hotkeys, CSing, vision, mechanics, low elo mistakes, the list goes on. You can then head on over to our Smurf commentary, select your champion to watch live commentaries from challenger experts, teaching you how to carry out of the exact rank you're stuck in. And you get to try all of this out completely risk-free, since if you don't rank up while actively using skill cap, you get your money back, no questions asked. You can unlock all of this right now through the discount you can only get from the link below. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below to get the rank you've always wanted. Alright, now for the second rule of low elo. You always want to go for guaranteed gold. One of, if not the biggest issue low elo players have is decision making. They don't know whether reacting to that dragon fight or simply staying in lane to push is better. They don't know whether they should continue farming their camp or simply go for that overextended enemy. I'm here to tell you, unequivocally, in low elo, if you have to decide between two choices and one is essentially guaranteed to be profitable, it's always better to go for the guaranteed gold. This is because low elo players are going to overvalue things like kills and objectives like dragon, while undervalue things like minions and towers. I'll give you a perfect example. Here is 17 minutes and 37 seconds in the game, and Talia currently has 9,215 total gold. She has guaranteed gold available in the form of her camp. So by the end of this, there's bot, another guaranteed source of gold, so she heads there. No one is going to defend, so she just keeps pushing, farming waves, and inevitably getting the tower. After this, a scuttle is alive nearby, so she takes that, and with no nearby sources of guaranteed gold, as Alphite is supporting mid lane, she recalls. And where does she go after? Well, camps are respawning topside, that's guaranteed gold. Sees an overextended Twitch, that's free gold right there. And now, that's an empty lane, so time to push and get all these minions. Every time we clear a wave, we have time before the next one arrives, so we take camps in between waves, as there's still a guaranteed source of gold. We keep pushing, no one is defending, so that's more minions and a tower. And a super common low elo mistake, the enemy team sends someone too weak to defend, so another free kill on Twitch into more minions. Making sure to take camps in between waves, then head back to get the next wave and take the tower. So let's pause here. Talia started with 9,253 total gold and now has 14,019. That is an increase of 4,766 gold in just 4.5 minutes. Or to simplify it, Talia was able to generate 18 gold a second. So now let's take a look at what the enemy jungler did during this time. Well, he tunneled on reacting to fights rather than farm guaranteed gold on the map like his camp set was alive. You can see how he literally ignored all of the guaranteed sources of gold, instead looking to hunt for kills. And sure, he gets one kill and even gets a dragon after. However, in that exact same amount of time, Kha'Zix only generated 1,445 gold. That's only 5 gold a second compared to Talia's 18 gold a second. Now, I already know some of you may be saying, hey, you're not accounting for that dragon he took. Okay, so on average, each dragon gives around 450 gold in stats to each player. But it's worse than it sounds, as often those stats aren't always useful depending on the dragon and champion. But let's just factor that in. That would still only be around 7 gold a second for Kha'Zix. Compare that to Talia's 18, and it's literally impossible for Kha'Zix to not fall behind over time. This is the mistake most low elo players make. They don't understand just how much base income is in the game. And it's understandable why. You really can't know this unless you literally go through a bunch of wikis, finding gold values of everything, and then comparing them. But don't worry, you don't have to do that. That's why I'm here. All you need to know is that League of Legends is designed in such a way that minions, monsters, and towers all give a tremendous amount of raw gold. In higher elo and pro play, everyone understands this, and so the play you just watched wouldn't be possible. In high elo, someone else on Talia's team would have gone to the empty lanes to pick up that free gold. However, players in low elo don't understand this, so you can use this easily by just simplifying your decision making, but just going to wherever the free gold is. You get to generate more gold per second than any player should ever reasonably be able to, while simultaneously, the enemy team will be incredibly inefficient with low gold per second, letting you generate game-winning leads. And this is a perfect transition to the third rule of low elo. Speed matters. If you fully understand just how overpowered it is to do things faster, imagine if chess was like League of Legends, where instead of having to take one turn at a time, you could move as many pieces as you like. Very quickly, that game would devolve into whoever can move pieces faster wins. A very easy way to see just how impactful this is to compare jungle clears. For example, here, Talia is going to simply be better and thus faster at clearing her jungle than the enemy Master Yi. The result, Talia is able to fully clear all 6 camps in her jungle in the same time Master Yi only cleared 5. When they both arrive top, Talia is an entire level up from it. This not only denies Master Yi a game top, but also gets him low in health, while then giving Talia the scuttle.
Did you see that, Eli? At the right time, you saw that? The E at the right time. That's what they said in a video. Your E has to be at the right time. I couldn't understand that before. Now,
it's just extremely effective for climbing ranks. There are many other ways you can save time in League though. It's not just jungle clears. For example, if your champion can one-shot caster minions with an ability, it can often be better to move as far up the lane as you can. You then cast the ability on the melees, then once the wave meets, you can hit the entire wave, clearing it all at once. This gives you extra time between waves you can use to roam, recall, or pressure towers faster. In fact, one of the best ways to be faster in low elo isn't mechanical, it's with decision making.
It's true, no, you told me that a lot of times. Did you see how he was perfect? I could tumble him and finish him under the tower. He didn't see that coming. He's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? For sure the guy is like, what the fuck?
Honestly, if you just go for guaranteed gold while focusing on being faster at doing it, you'll be miles ahead of your opponents, which is once again a perfect transition to rule 4 of low elo: abuse dead time. Well, there's basically 2 main forms of it. First, for junglers, when you clear all your camps are dead, and so you don't have any more guaranteed gold for you to take. We refer to this time when you have no camps to take and are waiting for them to respawn as dead time. For laners, it's the time between waves. For example, if you're a mid laner, the waves meet, you clear them, well, now you're in your dead time until the next wave arrives. The concept of dead time is so overpowered in low elo since you can use the previous 2 rules of guaranteed gold and speed to get insane gold. You then use your dead time as the moment where you look to fight. For example, here, you see Talia at her blue and full clear all the way to bot. Just like Shotyu, she's now in her dead time, all her camps are dead. This is when you can look for ganks. In this case, opting to gank counter gank characters in Krug's alive when he reacts to the gank. What this essentially means is that he's risking more than Talia. For Talia, she had nothing better to do, so if this ends up wasting her time, it's really no big deal. However, for Kha'Zix, he's giving up 2 camps worth of gold and XP to go for this play, so if it doesn't work out, it's a much bigger loss. And so, when Kha'Zix dies here, he's actually losing more than he realizes.
I have no idea what's going on, but
What's key for you to understand, though, is that even if Kha'Zix got a kill here, it's worth less than if Talia gets a kill, because Kha'Zix is giving up 2 camps for that 1 kill.
I don't know what's going on, bro. She just fucking left
2 camps are worth 200 gold, and he gets the kill for 300 gold, he had to give up 200 gold to gain 300, so he only actually gained 100 more than if he had gone for the safer play and just farmed the camps. Whereas Talia gave up nothing, so that 300 gold is worth
for too long, bro.
This is something that's
we should have got that drag anyways.
Since players don't know about dead time. Shortly after, Talia does the exact same thing.
I feel like
clears the guaranteed gold fast, then looks for a play with her dead time. Minimal risk, since if it doesn't work out, she didn't give up any guaranteed gold or XP, and yeah, no wonder she has the most gold in the game when she's playing like this. Now, for laners, there are 2 main ways you want to abuse dead time. First is in the laning phase. Just simply clearing a single wave, then roaming. If an enemy tries to follow your roam before clearing their wave, well, it's the same as the Kha'Zix counter-ganking without clearing his jungle.
Wow.
It's just inherently a riskier and less efficient play for them. Second is later into the game, usually in a side lane. If you fully push out a side lane into a tower, it creates a rebound and the minions slowly push back to your side of the map. This is basically your dead time window. If someone on the enemy team doesn't head there to pick up the wave, they will lose a ton of CS as it pushes back, until a huge wave gets to your tower that you can pick up. This means if a fight breaks out during that time, they're just risking more since they're giving up that farm while you're not. Next is Rule 5 of low elo. Spend, don't save. An extremely common mistake low elo players make is sitting on a ton of gold for way too long. You have to understand, getting kills or farm leads doesn't actually mean you're ahead. You're only ahead.
Can't even land that. Could not even land that. So bad. Could not even land that Q. She was landing that Q on him, he was dead. So bad. She's just fucking bad.
Correctly recognizes, he has to push the next wave to set up his own recall timing. Side note, this is why usually
all she does is taking my
first is at a disadvantage. The other player gets 1 more wave of gold, letting them possibly hit a bigger item spike on their recall. Anyways, he pushes the wave, and oh boy, he doesn't recall, and instead gets baited by the tower plates. Now, Ahri's back in lane with a big item lead since she spent her gold while Yasuo hasn't. So naturally, this makes the lane a lot easier for her, eventually poking Yasuo out of lane and forcing him into a bad recall. In general, if your opponent recalls, you should be looking to match it so you don't fall behind in items. The only exception would be if you're full health and mana and have barely any gold to spend. Then it can be better to use their recall as a way for you to take plates or roam. Usually, around 1,000 gold is a good benchmark of when you should be looking to recall in general, since a lot of item components are around that value. However, as you get better, you should adjust this to your champion-specific build. If, for example, your next item spike is Lost Chapter, which is 1,200 gold as of recording this video, then you would ideally try and farm until you get
wasting Qs on
recall. However, again, if you only had 800 gold, or at 75% HP with 50% mana, and the enemy recalled, you would still need to match the recall so you don't fall behind. In that case, you would just be forced into buying only an amp tome and mana crystal. Moving on to Rule 6 of low elo. Never assume your teammate's intention. For example, here Talia ganks mid and kills the enemy lock. If Kha'Zix low in health and is even a level ahead of him, it would be perfectly fair to assume, after Malphite finishes clearing his wave, he can rotate down to the scuttle if needed. At the same time, Zyra is finished with her wave, so she can react too. Talia sees Ornn mistakenly try to contest the scuttle, and cool, she should have the number advantage once Malphite rotates, cutting off Ornn's escape path. Yet, Malphite never rotates. You can never assume your teammates are going to do something, you have to actually see them doing it first. Here's a really funny example of just how important it is to wait for the action rather than assume intent. So, Jax is super fed.
Rather wait for the action than assume intent,
is chasing it. Jax
yeah,
sees that
especially in low elo,
who has ult up, is moving out of his lane towards them. It's not unreasonable to assume that Twisted Fate is moving to ult in on this fight. After all, they would clearly win. But no, Twisted Fate was actually just moving to take the Raptors. This is why you have to wait for your teammates to actually do the thing you're doing before you commit. Here's how you should play in low elo instead. So Talia starts with Grub, a Kha'Zix who's level 4, down in gold, and who put his leap on cooldown, looks to contest. It goes without saying, if this was a straight 1v1, Talia crushes this, but instead of assuming her teammates will back her up, she waits to see what the players around her will do, including the enemy. After all, Ornn is missing. This means having to give up a Void Grub to Kha'Zix, despite being able to win the 1v1 and playing slow and resetting the Void Grub while she waits. Great, it's at this moment we see Zyra is right next to us, Lux is low on mana, Ornn is top, while Malphite is running towards us, getting here before Ornn. We waited to see the actions instead of assuming intent, and so now we can commit. And sure enough, that's 2 kills and 2 Void Grubs for our team. And this is a perfect transition to Rule 7 of low elo. Don't force. This builds on the last rule, except in this case, we're talking about not assuming your teammates are going to play team fights very well. For example, here, Talia gank spot, her 8 areas ahead. However, her bottom everything on base. Talia incorrectly assumed the fight is won, point blank on top, but sure enough, here comes Master with the counter gank, and suddenly it all goes wrong. Well, that is until a God Teleport comes in from a top laner, and a clutch Lux ult saves the day. I mean, if we go back to before this gank, in what world did anyone predict the fight would play out like that? In low elo, a good general rule to follow is to not be the person who's most in front in team fights committing to it. For example, notice how when you're the person just slightly behind the person most in front, it's still very easy to follow up on any picks and do damage. Again, Talia recognizes she's now the furthest ahead, so doesn't overchase. This is what results in her teammates getting Mal's ulted instead of her. Now, let's see how much more difficult fights are when you're the one leading and forcing them. Not only does Talia nearly die, but would have if our teammates didn't react, which won't always happen. Shortly after, again, you can see forcing the fight and leading, and surprise, surprise, nearly dies, as that means everyone is going to focus her. This means we're out of the fight and relying on your teammates to both react and clean up the fight after. And as we talked to earlier, relying on your teammates is not an effective way to climb out of low elo. You can see just how difficult it is to play out fights if you're the one forcing it. Now, I know some of you are wondering whether this applies to tier champions who want to initiate and engage fights. Yes, it does. In fact, it's an even more common mistake for players who pilot those types of champions. They often end up way too far ahead of their teammates when they do engage, and no one is there to follow up, or it leaves their teammates vulnerable to a counter engage. Sure, if you're someone like Leona or Maokai, you'd want to stand at the front, but I try to think of it as more of staying in the front line with other members than literally being the only one ahead of everyone. A big reason for this is due to how counter engaging is so much easier than forcing the fight yourself. When someone is chasing you, they end up having to waste key cooldowns while also being easier to hit with skill shots since they're running into them. And it goes without saying, it's not like low elo players are going to have insane mechanics. So this tactic is even more effective against them. This is why playing team fights much slower in low elo can be incredibly powerful. You can wait for the enemy to put key spells on cooldown. In this case, Thresh Q, Shen E, and W. And great, now we fire away. There's no more threats. Next, Thresh Q is on cooldown, well that's easy cleanup. And with no threatening spells nearby to protect Jinx. Basically, waiting for low elo players to waste their spells is actually the main way you can carry team fights. Again, here, Kha'Zix lead and Thresh Q and E are all threats. Instead of trying to plan out how you're going to kill them, you can just sit there focusing on dodging the threats first. Thresh wastes his Q, but his E is still a threat. Thresh misses his E, but now his Q is back up and a threat. Thresh then misses his Q, great. Now the green light to engage. Kha'Zix leaps, not realizing he could only engage once our ult is on cooldown. Since we saved ult to deal with that, now he's dead too. In higher elo, players can actually just hold their abilities to zone you from fights, never actually asking them if you're being zoned. But in lower elo, players don't do this. They effectively zone you, but then they'll just randomly cast an ability that's near max range and hard to hit, not realizing holding the ability is what was keeping them alive and threatening. Basically, since you can only rely on yourself to play team fights well, you don't want to be in front leading the fight, or you're just going to absorb all of the enemy's spells and die. At the same time, if you're the one leading and forcing, it makes it harder for your team to fight, while making it easier for the enemy, since counter-engaging is just inherently easier to do. If instead, you slow it down, you get to exploit key cooldowns low elo players' ways, making fights a lot easier. Next up is Rule 8 of low elo, push to punish enemies. A very big issue low elo players have is leaving the lanes open while overcommitting players elsewhere. For example, here,
you see,
the
that's
red
what
team's
Lux
top
is
side
doing.
is winning, while the blue team's
He's
bottom side is
overcommitting
winning.
somewhere
So,
else.
Tally on the red team goes for
Instead
the
of
top side
focusing
objective,
on their
while
lane.
B on the blue team goes for the bottom side. Instead, all seems completely normal until suddenly Malphite meets the isn't even in lane. You want to look to punish people over rotating and roaming by pushing them into lane. In this case, getting 2 mid towers for free since the dragon would be taken no matter what. These opportunities are constantly presenting themselves in low elo games. For example, here, Talia's team is now the one taking dragon. The blue team looks to contest dragon from the bottom side of the map. Now, once the dragon is taken, you see the obvious punishment. With the blue team overcommitting to the bot side and a pushed wave mid, that means that lane has no defender. So that's a free tower into a free inhibitor. This is something you likely don't see a lot in high elo streams or pro play, since those players simply don't make the mistake of leaving open lanes like this nearly as often. In low elo though, it's incredibly common for this tactic, pushing undefended lanes to be available 2, 3, or 4 times a game. Or contested. Moving on to rule 9 of low elo, don't fight fair. If you go through your replays and pay attention to who won each team fight, you're going to notice the vast majority of the time it's the team with the most players. Essentially, low elo players struggle to recognize when it's down to numbers, and so it's much easier to get these number advantage team fights. One of the easiest ways to set this up is with a push into roam tactic in the mid game. It's pretty much exactly as it sounds. You push a side lane until one, or even better if it's more than one enemy responds. Now that they're effectively pinned to that tower from the wave, you want to look for roam. So in this case, we can see the enemy Ziggs is pushed up. The reason why this works is it's usually a guaranteed number advantage, since you lured enemies to the side lane to pick up the minions you pushed. However, notice how after this pick, the enemy Shen and Nautilus have now had enough time to react and get to the fight. You have to keep in mind, that push into roam is very much a timing window you create. So, now that the fight is no longer a number advantage in our favor, no worries. Remember rule 3, speed matters. Accept the fight is lost early and head back to the side lane. This way, we can get into our next push faster. This tactic can be done with literally any role or champion. You just push out the side lane. Once you see a defender, that's your opportunity to roam for a number advantage.
Lag again,
Whether you
bro.
intend to use that tactic or not, just make sure to ask yourself.
Lag again, bro.
Evil lurks around every corner. Has been slain.
Triple kill. Quadra kill. Quadra kill. Penta, penta. Penta, penta, penta. Penta, penta, penta. Oh, penta kill. Oh, my nigga. Yo, the penta. Yo, guys, this is going on YouTube, bro. The penta kill. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is going on YouTube. Oh, YouTube. YouTube. It's going on YouTube. It's going on YouTube. Lol. Lol. It's going on YouTube, guys. It's going on YouTube, guys. This is going on YouTube, bro. Oh my God, you were so violent. Oh my God, the good old Penta. Ah, my God. Ah, finally. Ah, thank you. I show up on stream and do a Penta. Fuck. Yo, Eli, did you see that? Yo, clip this, bro. Clip this, brother, man. You gotta clip this. You gotta clip this and send me that. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was a sick Penta, bro. Super tight.
Innocent cry. I smell black magic. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm lagging. Fuck. Yo, did the penta, bro. I don't know what to tell you guys. Yo, we did the penta, bro. Did the penta, man. Now I'm lagging. Fuck. I'm probably dead.
An ally has been slain. Are to be freed. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, man? Yo, team throwing. Fuck. Team throwing my lead, bro. Oh my god.
On wings of night.
I called Baron, y'all ignore it.
The dark.
I don't know, I called it. They didn't want to take it, bro. Blame yourself. Buddy, blame yourself, bro. You feel me? You're the one that refused, bro. Blame yourself, bro. Not my fucking problem. Bro, you fucking level 3, bro.
I hear the innocent cry out. In the dark, all bleed. I smell black magics.
Could not even kill him. Anyways.
The shadows are to be feared. On wings of night. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. destroyed.
Dá-me um segundo. Dá-me um segundo.
Enemy rampage. The dark should fear me. Your turret has been destroyed. I smell black magics.
Bro, how can you play Valiant V19, bro? You suck ass, my nigga. Like, you suck ass. Yo, go get it, boys.
The shadows are to be feared. Enemy killing spree. Ally has been slain. On wings of night. You have slain an enemy.
I dig that. Simple man.
Judgment. Beware. I hear the
Good job.
innocent cry.
Good job. Good job.
Shut down.
Good job, good job.
Evil lurks around every corner. An ally has been slain. They will be purified.
Who's AFK, bro? Katarina. It's fucking AFK, bro. I don't know.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain.
I'm lagging. Fuck.
An ally has been slain.
Okay.
Enemy killing spree. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know why she went AFK, but anyways. I don't know, bro. I don't know why she went AFK. Bro, I did the penta, I don't give a fuck, bro. Bro, I did a penta, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? I don't care, bro. I pent on these niggas, don't care, bro. It's gonna be recorded and it's going on YouTube. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? This guy deserves it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't care, bro. The penta is done, bro. Penta. Penta, bro. GG, bro. GG, bro. Yo, that's a sick penta, bro. I don't know why she went AFK, but I don't know, bro. I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. I have no idea why, but I don't care. It was 3-4, not bad. Anyways, bro, I tried to carry the game, but yo, one of them went AFK. Lux basically not fucking helping me. You know, Top is just fucking feeding like crazy. I don't know, bro. At least he was there, but like he fed so much. But this guy went AFK. This guy feeding. It's a 3 versus 5. Even jungler stole the fucking, what you call it? The motherfucking Baron to give us a chance. I'm pushing. I even got a tower. The inhib bot. Yo, that was a win. We could have won it for real. But I don't know, bro. The other guy didn't want to win, so it is what it is. Bro, we're gonna clip that penta, of course, bro. Yo, after I'm done my stream, bro, I did the penta. That's all I wanted to do, literally, bro. Tonight we did the penta. That's all matters. Shit, man. Yo, penta, guys. Penta. Penta. Yeah, I'm gonna clip it there. I'm gonna clip it also like uh after the stream. So I'm gonna terminate the stream now. I'm gonna clip that shit. That was crazy, bro. That penta was Gucci, bro. Shit. Because this year I did a penta at the beginning of in February. I did a penta. This is my second penta. You see, second penta. Still, it's not bad. It's not bad, bro. You know what I mean? Usually I can achieve 3 a year, or 1, but this time I did 2. It's good. It's good. I got 2 of them, so I'm Gucci. I can live. It's fresh. And you know, I thought it was over, and this guy came, look, I'm like, yo, let me condemn him, and just kill him there. See? Wow. Crazy, yeah? The whole team trying to take it, and this guy just came, try to triple, see? I'm like, yo, let me kill him. Pentakill. Clean. Clean. And I get it down. And I get it down. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Let's review it one more time. Let's review it one more time. That was a clean one. That was a clean penta. Like I remember the first penta I did early year, I needed some like kind of assistance from my support. But in this one it was just clean. Like I just ran, I just left the lane and I'm like, yo, let me flank them from the back. Look, I activate my ult, you see? So I start with the ADC and she hit the tower shot, so I had to finish her up first. I was gonna condemn him. But look at this. Wow, killed him. Look at this. Bow. Bow. That's crazy, bro. Look at this. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. Quadra kill. Bow, 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 bow. Penta kill.
Red team has scored in this.
Insane. Insane, guys. Insane. Well. We lost the game though. We lost the game, but hey, scored a penta, bro. It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? We scored a penta, bro. Sick shit, sick shit, sick shit, sick shit. All right, guys. I'm gonna be out of here. Shit, it's already 8. I'm not staying long, bro. This was a quick stream, you know what I mean? Quick stream. Quick stream. Quick stream. Quick. Sick penta, bro. Bro, this is how we do it, bro. I'm telling you, being in a game for 3 hours, bro, it changed your mindset. Trust me. It's like torture, but it changed your mindset. I think this was the best experience. If I could do this all the time, freeze games like this, freeze rank game like this, practice in a game and kill them over and over, trying many ways, many how alone. Oh my God, that's a blessing. That will be a blessing. Nobody has that kind of practice because the bots they're not made like that. They can't go crazy like that. So killing people over and over like bots like this, you can feel that you're working. You know what I mean? You're working. You're working. You're working. You're working, bro. Guys, that shit was nuts. By the way, next week I got more Beyblades on the way, man. I got like some fly ass Beyblades. They're on the way. They're from Japan. Order some from Japan. We'll be on the way, man. Some fly ass blades. Fly ass Beyblades. And then my collection will be set, finally. Shit, collection, yo, crazy. That's like $1,000 collection. I did that in like a month, bro. Took all the craziest blades. Crazy. Fast. Fast. Sick collection. The next one they're gonna bring out, I'm sure it's gonna be trash, so gotta get the ones now. Cause later on, when they be sold out, you can't get them anymore. People will resell them online for ridiculous prices for people that collection. So, cause it's always there's people that play and people that collection. The people that collection, bro, they're willing to spend a lot of money just to have it. You know what I mean? If you play and you don't have it, you don't care. Not gonna collection it. If you collection and you don't have it, obviously you want to spend big money to get it. You don't care. You know what I mean? Me, I don't care, so I will get it. Look how much it is. I'm just gonna go order it. I don't care, bro. If I need it in my collection, I need it. I don't care about the price, my friend. Feel me? That was an amazing Penta. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how we end the stream, bro. Usually we don't end the stream like this, you know what I mean? But yo, today that's how we end the stream, you know. I didn't want to stream too long either. I was just watching some videos, learning about Vayne, and then we're like, okay, let's put that in motion, right? Let's put that in practice. And well, we got the penta, man. So for y'all that doubt skill cap, bro, it's they're providing some good knowledge. I mean, and if you subscribe to their services, definitely you're probably gonna do better. You know what I mean? Again, bunch of advices depending on the champion you play, you know what I mean? So today we were able to try certain stuff. I didn't even try the E flash really. I didn't have the chance to try it. I was saving it for if they pick like Ash, trying to counter me Vayne. But after I ban Ash though. I was saving that for Ash. Would have been fresher on Ash. I don't know. She thinks she has the upper hand, and I just flash E, condemn, and all disappear and fucking kill her. That would be insane, bro. That would be insane. Well, we did it. Guys, I'm fucking out of here, bro. See you guys tomorrow, bro. Peace.